Hope you guys are doing awesome. Trying out a different angle here. And I'm trying to get this landscape sort of set up here proper so we can get it going for this Friday night. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Let's get some more people up in here and we're going to get into it. We're going to go in tonight. Let's get some more people up in here. Let's get some more people up in here. I'm ready to go. What about you? I'm ready to go tonight, guys. I got the landscape. I got the landscape sort of vibe going on here. Hey, guys, what's up? If I do not respond to a lot of your messages, it's literally because my phone is turned, landscape wise, which I don't often do. So I literally have to like turn my head to like see to see the comments. Hey guys, hey Keith, what's up? I hope you guys like the setup here. God bless you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. And I love being here. I love coming on the lives. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are feeling fine on this Friday. And we are going to get into why it is imperative. It's imperative that you really be mindful, okay, of being nice to everybody. Because I'm telling you, it's not everybody is going to be nice back to you. You're going to see the vibes. You're going to feel the energy. You're going to feel like you're being used. This is the biggest problem here. The feeling of being used and mistreated because people see you as too nice. People see you as an escape. Like people see you as the means to an end, okay? Be very mindful of who you're nice to, who you give all your energy to, who you give all your good stuff to, because not everybody would be as gracious to you as you are to them, all right? Yeah. I literally have to like turn my head around to read the comments, but I'm so happy you guys are here. It's a vibe. It's always a vibe when you guys come on here with me. It's always a vibe. Yep. So let's get into it. Take it from me, somebody who is like nice to a fault in certain situations, almost nice to a fault, like it's a problem. Take it from me and understand that I'm still learning how not to be too giving, too kind to certain people. I'm learning, all right? Hey, everyone, I'm learning how to not be too kind to too many people because people are quicker to take from you and use you than they are to support you and rock with you for real. So people are going to pretend like they're really down with you or down with your vibe, but these people are quick to use you. And you know why they're using you? The overall umbrella reason here is because you're very kind to them. You're very nice to them. You're very giving to them. Hey guys, yeah. I gotta find a way. I'm not extremely tech savvy. I gotta find a way to kind of like merge all of these new sort of things I'm doing here together so it isn't cumbersome in the future because, I'm used to just doing portrait and done, and then now I'm trying to do new things. And it's a little bit of a learning curve, but if you see me turn my neck like this, it's for a reason here. I'm reading the comments. So let's continue. You're too nice to some people. You're just too nice to some people. You've probably seen the signs. And take it from me, I am still learning to not be too giving and not be too kind to certain people because I'm so serious when I say this. It will make you feel low. Sometimes it will truly make you feel low when you're giving and you're so nice, you're so kind. You probably think that you're one of the nicest people that others have come across. I mean, you've heard it. You've heard you're kind. You've heard you're nice. You've heard you're giving. You've heard that there's nobody like you. A lot of people haven't seen anybody like you. And so it makes you feel good to be a good person, to be giving. It's almost like an incentive. You feel those good vibes. You get that good feedback. So a lot of people are it makes you feel like, hey, let me be nice to everybody. Let me be giving to everybody. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes because I'm telling you, not everybody is going to give you that same energy back. people are going to be quicker to use you. That's the bottom line. They're going to use you because they see that you're very, very giving. They see that you're very forgiving as well. So maybe sometimes these people do you dirty and then you forgive them. You let them back around, and not only do you let them back around, but you help them again. You get them off their feet again. People will play the weirdest games with you. But a lot of times it's what we allow. It's not what they do, it's what we allow. We allow a lot. So we got to pump the brakes and really think about whether or not we should really be giving so much, so freely to certain individuals, because I'm telling you, a lot of times it just backfires. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, being nice, there's nothing wrong with being nice. There's nothing wrong with helping the world or helping those in need, especially when your heart is in it, especially when you know it's clear, it's, the initiative is very clear, you feel good to do it. But I'm talking about your people here. Like, a lot of people around you are probably so accustomed to your kind nature that they think they could talk to you in any kind of way, take whatever they feel like you've got that they want. They feel like they could just do that. All right. They feel like they don't have no repercussions. They feel like you have too much anyway. So in their minds, they're thinking to themselves, what's the problem if you give me that 5 days out of the week? What's the problem? You got like 8 more of that, 10 more of that. What's the problem if you give me $20 when you have $20,000 in your bank account? I mean, you have a lot of money. What's the problem? So a lot of people, these connections, these people turn these connections very sour because they make it so that they want to take from you, but they're not willing to add to your plate. They're not willing to help you build or help you grow. They're quicker to take things from you because of your kind nature. All right. Because of your kind nature. Yep. Yep. Hey, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all here. As I twist my neck to see some comments here. Is there a way to change this? To change? I don't want to click anything that I shouldn't. But I'm wondering if there's a way that I can literally switch the comments so that the layout is this way. But it's whatever. I'm here, right? Yep. Right. They offer nothing to the table. All they offer is their handout. Okay. They literally offer their hand out and be like, can you help me? Can you give this to me? They know you have it like that. They know that you got it like that. They know that you're incredibly generous. And of course, you're going to come across a lot of people who just feel like you should do whatever they want you to do because it's your nature to. So a lot of people will just take advantage of your bubbly, kind, giving personality, right? They'll take advantage of how you come across so that they can get what they want. And then they feel like they don't have to owe you back. They don't have to give you anything in return. They don't have to say thank you, or they don't have to owe you back. Why do they move this way? It's because they feel like you're too abundant and you don't need all of this. You got to share. You don't need all this for yourself. Give me some. Why are you so pressed about me taking $20 off of you? You got to owe me that. It's like, it gets your mind, it gets your mind spinning because it doesn't make sense, right? It does not make sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Unkind energies. We've got unkind energies, all around us, and we're trying to decipher here, what are we supposed to do with this? How are we supposed to navigate life with these people who tend to use us quicker than help us? You understand? A lot of these people, like I said, in many of my lives and videos, you help these people out of a situation or multiple situations. And because you help these people out of their slumps, it's almost like they expect you to be the savior every single time, with you being depleted and getting nothing, not even respect in return. It doesn't seem like a fair barter, does it? It feels like it's one way. It feels like it's just one-sided. This connection is one-sided. And so you wonder to yourself, if I call these people because I'm in a jam of sorts, are these people really going to come help me? If you cannot answer yes right away, these people are not going to come and help you. All right. There's not a lot of people I can call and say, can you help me? Either because I don't trust them or because I just don't feel right to ask them for anything. Because once we don't have that bond, we don't have that, we don't click like that. So it's kind of weird when it's the reverse. Like people expect you to answer the phone, you know? Hey, Persian, thank you. Sorry, let me turn my head a little bit to read it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Persian. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you here on the Mindset Elevator this Friday night. I appreciate all of you and your ongoing support. I'm here for all of you. And today's topic is pretty much the fact that you can't be nice to everybody. You can't be too giving to everyone. You really got to pick the people, be very choosy. It's not to say we're stush or we think we're pompous. It's a matter of really being able to decipher here or to discern, who am I giving to? Who am I being nice to? And who is taking advantage of me? Who's taking advantage of my kindness, right? People will look at you, right? They'll look at you. They'll say, oh, you look good. You seem good. You act nice. I think I could get something off of her. I think I could get something off of him. But then when they realize that you're not that type of person, you're not that type of person that's to be used. I mean, and it's understandable why you confuse a lot of people. It's understandable because on one end, you're very kind, you're very giving, you're very bubbly, you're very caring. But on the opposite side, you are not to be played with. And you really show people like, don't play with me. Don't play these games. All right. You really teach people a lot about how you move in this life. And so you can't be nice to everybody. People are going to look at you sideways, even though you're the help. You understand? How weird is that? You're the help, but they're looking at you sideways if you don't want to help, if you don't want to help this time. But then you have to really ponder, how many times have these people helped you? How many times? Can you count it on one hand, two hands? Maybe it's no hands. Maybe it's no times. That's a problem, because that means that people are so comfortable with coming around you and taking your resources, not really giving a damn about your state of affairs. And then when it's the flip side, they don't care. They wouldn't do that for you. They wouldn't answer the phone when you call. They wouldn't come and get you if you needed them. That's not right. Okay, that's a problem. Yep. All the time, right? All the time. And so you can't be kind to everybody. And it sucks to say this because a lot of us go through life naturally wanting to be of service, naturally wanting to help the masses. We naturally want to give without thinking what we have left, what we're losing. We don't care about what we're losing, we care about giving to make sure other people aren't going without. If we can change that, we would do that. And so unfortunately, when we do these dramatic acts of kindness, there's going to be a bunch of people who are going to take advantage of that. They're going to be like, wow, she gave him $100 for his birthday. Wow, let me try to get that, Thank you so much, Ethan. Yeah, every time, right? Every time. It's like they watch how giving and hospitable you are to other people around you. Trust and believe they see what you do. They see how giving you are, how you put more thought into what you do. You don't just do things haphazardly. You do things with joy at the forefront, with creativity at the forefront. You really open your mind and you really do the best you can and you really give and you do it in a unique way. And a lot of people are taking notice of how giving you are, how kind, how you just go above and beyond. People probably have told you that you do more than you really need to. You didn't need to do all this. You probably heard that. You didn't need to do all this for me. Why did you do all this? No one's ever done this. No one's ever thought of this because you're original. All right. You are original and you've always thought originally. And even how you help people is quite original. There may be a lot of people doing what you do, helping, being of service, But how you come and you do it, no one's ever seen it. No one's seen this energy. No one's seen this. All right. So people are going to take advantage of you because they see that you're very, very giving, very loving, and very genuine. Okay. A lot of people give and they do nice things for the photo ops. You know what I mean? And you got to really think about, would they really do this if the cameras weren't rolling? Or would they really do this if they weren't riding with their people? Or if they're you have to wonder the circumstances. But when it comes to you, you give and you don't care who's watching. You don't care who's looking. You don't care who's snapping shots, okay? So this is why you're set apart from a lot of people. And this is why you're going to have a herd of people trying to use you, okay? Trying to use you. Trying to use you, trying to take advantage of you, right? And of course, it can get you really upset. It probably gets you upset because you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I'm being nice. I'm being kind. Why are they always coming back every Monday trying to ask me for something? But they're not giving my stuff back. They owe me like $40. She owes me like, he didn't do this. And you feel like you're being duped. Okay. And I the reason why I know this is because I've been duped plenty of times. But understand something here. I put myself in those situations because I was giving without even thinking, oh, this connection is off, without even thinking like, oh, maybe she doesn't really like me like that, but here's $100. You know what I mean? You just give because you don't want to see people without, because you love them. And you think the feeling is mutual, right? Not always. All right, not always. I've been duped many times before by people closest to me who think that they can use me because they see how giving I am, how kind I am. And it's like you feel duped by everybody around you. So you're thinking to yourself, who can I really trust here? Who can I trust? And so you start to tread lightly in life. It may cause a little bit of paranoia. It may cause a little bit of anxiety because you don't want to see people in a bad situation if you could help them. But at the same time, you're getting depleted and no one's caring. No one's caring about you. So you have to draw the line. And this is when people start saying, I don't like him. I don't like her, because I tried to ask for a little something and she didn't want to give it to me. But I guarantee they're not telling these folks the times that you gave them 2-3 bills in a weekend. And plus, they never paid it back. Plus, they never owed you back. But they talk about the time that you couldn't help them. Can you imagine that? People owe you something and they're still asking for something and they haven't owed you for the past debts and they're telling people that you're this way, you're like that. If that's not grimy, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, if that is not considered grimy, like people moving dirty, all right? That's moving dirty, that's moving foul. I never understood it. But people move like that and your closest people will do it. They will do it. Yeah. So it's muddy waters. When we think about when you're being too kind to people, it can get muddy very quickly. Because, a lot of these people are your folk. You don't want to see them in a bad position. You don't want to see them with nothing or with very little. You want to help them because that's your nature, right? You're not putting on a show. You don't care about gimmicks. You're trying to take people out of a bad situation. That's what you continue to do. People are witnesses to this. Everybody sees this. Unfortunately, some of these spectators will decide the evil thing to do, which is to take advantage of you because they think that you're just too nice and they don't respect you though. They don't respect you, but they want your stuff. They don't respect you, but they demand your attention. And it's like, where do you stand with these people? When will the scale equal out? It's really up for grabs here. It's really up for grabs. I know a lot of people, I've seen people being taken advantage of because they're too kind. And I'll tell them, why did you let them do that? Or why did you let them say that? But then I say to myself, nah, I can't even talk, because there's many times where, people would say certain things or say the right things, and I would give in to them. So I really had no place to talk. I let people do the same things to me. Talk any type of way, and then think they could take stuff from me, and then I give it to them like a pushover. So I reflect on those times where I would just be like, thinking to myself, why did I allow that to take place? Why did I give into that person? Why did I cater to that person when it's clear they don't even respect me? And respect is free. Respect is free. People don't like you enough, they will not respect you. They will not want to be in the same room with you and respect you, though you've done nothing. You've done nothing to them, but they won't respect you. But they want your stuff, right? They still want your stuff though. And so it's like this one-sided transaction, They want your stuff and they don't want you. They don't care about you like that. So it's very important. Do not be just nice to everybody aimlessly. You got to know like who you're really catering to here. Are these people your people, or are these people users? You don't want to meddle with users, okay? Yeah, screen's freezing. Yeah, bear with me, guys, with this technology stuff. My apologies. Right. When you decide to say no more Mr. Nice Guy, do you know what these people will start to do? They will go around town talking ill of you, guarantee. They will go around town and act like you didn't care about them. Like, not only that you didn't care, but you could, like, it's almost like you were vicious with it, like you were cold with it, which is probably false, because they're not telling the truth. How you helped them like 5, 6, 7 times. You've helped them multiple times. All right. And they don't talk about it because they still owe you back. Like, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. They don't want to talk about all the nice things you've done for them. That's how weird it is. That's how bad it is. That people could actually use you, right? They'll use you, take your stuff. They have debts. They need to owe you back. They go around town when you don't want to help them, or when you can't help them. They go around town and they start telling people that you're wrong, that you were rude, or you were evil with it, like you were vicious with it. But they don't tell the people all the money they owe you, or all the things that you did for them, all the times you let them stay at your place. They don't talk about that. They don't want people to know how nice. It's kind of weird. Like, they contradict themselves. Like, they know how nice you are. Everybody knows how nice you are, but they want to quiet how nice you are for their own benefit when they feel it's most beneficial. It's kind of odd how they move. Kind of odd. Mm-hmm. 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 Talk to the hand, right? Mm-hmm. So what do we do here with these people? Well, the bottom line here is that you have to be mindful who you give to, and not to give aimlessly as well. You must really consider, are these people your people for real, right? Because I'm not talking about the people that you don't know, the people that are strangers, or people on the streets, or people who are a part of the homeless population, for example. I'm not talking about help in regards to these populations. I'm talking about in regards to the people that you know, in regards to the people that you regard as your people, right? You got to be very mindful, because these people will be the ones who use you the most and will not care. They won't care about your life. They won't care about what you're dealing with. They won't care if you're lacking in some facet of your life. They want to take from you, because they see that no matter what's going on in your life, you're very giving and you're very kind, very hospitable. You treat people like gold. You treat people with respect. Even people that you probably don't like, but you gotta be around, you're still very respectful and very humble around these folks. All right. So a lot of people, it's just like they don't respect you. And they know you're nice. They know that there are elements about you that are to be respected, but they don't want to respect you. They want to take from you because they think that they can. Like, it's kind of weird. They think they just can be this way because you're just nice, or you're just nice to everybody. So why can't they hop on that gravy train? That's how I feel, that's how they move. It's grimy. It's grimy. It's not right. Okay. So it's like you can't be nice to everybody. You can't be too giving to everybody. People will be quick to use you and then diss you tomorrow. You understand? Like, they're users. You understand? They will diss you tomorrow, but they take something from you today. And that's not the way we build connections. That is not the way that you build a community. That's not the way you sustain a union. That's not how it goes. It's supposed to be equal give and take. Everything is supposed to be in an equilibrium, right? If it's only one person who's giving to a connection, that connection is dead as far as I'm concerned. It's going to be going on for only so long until it withers away to nothing. So someone has to draw the line here, and it's you, most likely, that has to put a firm stop to you being used. All right, because we know you're kind. We know you're giving and you don't want to change, and you shouldn't change. Don't change for nobody. However, be mindful and use your discernment when it comes to who you are too kind and too giving to. You understand? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. So, yep. Right, Ethan. You draw the line. Draw that line, Ethan, because you don't want to be used, do you? Right? You don't want to be played like a fool. Nobody wants to be played like a fool when you're far from that. You're the type of person that a lot of people, like, you lead by example without knowing that you're leading by example, right? Don't put yourself in the predicament of being used, because sometimes our own nature can work against us. You understand? Sometimes it really can. So when you're the type of person who is naturally very giving, that can work against you, because you're going to find yourself in a predicament of being used. You're going to find yourself in the predicament of being fooled, being tricked, and being depleted. And then you're going to be thinking to yourself, where is everybody? Where are my people? Your people are nowhere to be found, because they don't regard you as you are their people. They regard you as a meal ticket, as somebody who could just get them out of a situation and then diss tomorrow. These are not proper connections that you want to be in right now, right? So be very mindful of who you're very giving to. Take it from me. I've said in a few of my videos that I was a mega pushover. I just let anybody do whatever. Take it. Yeah, sure. Not without a second thought, without really vouching for myself. Okay, that's the type of person I really was. Heavy. And still to this day, I found myself giving freely to people who should have never been given to. Why? Because I did it with love at the forefront, and I love these people. So you give to people that you love, right? You give to people who you really care about, but then you see that they never do anything for you. Like, even to pick up the phone and have a conversation, like even simple things like this, they are not there for you. It's not all material, tangible things that I'm speaking of here. Simply them giving you their time, or giving you that connection, that bonding. Like, they won't even give you that. They don't really want to be in the same room with you sometimes. So it's kind of weird. Like, how can that be? Like, people are so comfortable with taking from you, but they don't really want to be seen with you or be in the same room because they're jealous. You understand? Because they're jealous. They're jealous. Imagine being jealous. I can't even get the words out. Imagine being jealous because of someone's charitable nature. But you best believe people are. They can't stand it. They can't stand it because they think that no one's like this. No one does what you do. You got to remember, no one does what you really do. So when people see what you do, they're gonna be like, nah, like she's doing too much, he's doing too much. No one does that. We don't do that around here. We don't just give freely. No, every man for themselves, every woman for themselves until you show up and you show, nah, there's a different way. We gotta give back, we gotta do more, we gotta help. People are aggravated by your nature, okay? But they still want to use you. They still want to use you, right? But they're aggravated by you. These people need to be watched out for. They will be your detriment. They will be your downfall. They will be attached to your downfall if you let these people come around and talk to you, use you, or fool you in any type of way. They will take you down. And it's not a matter of if, it's when will they. So you have to nip it in the bud and know how to move around these folks. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's your own folks, but you got to take the reins of your life and be very mindful, because sometimes it's very easy to get stuck in that trap of being indebted to somebody who doesn't even care about you like that. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say, I don't have that for you. All right. I don't have that. All right. Protect your assets. You don't have to help everybody, because if you're in a bind, if you were in a pickle right now, how many people in your callers list could you call would come right now and help you? And then how many times have you helped these exact people without a second thought? If the ratio is not equal, there's a problem. You're probably giving too much to these people who don't really care that deeply about you. And it's not to say all of them don't care about you if they're not able to reciprocate the same energy or the same things you give them. Some people really just can't do it for you. They really cannot. They have no way of doing this for you. They have no way of matching what you've done for them. However, showing someone that you love them, showing someone that you're going to be there for them, all of that stuff is free. That can be arranged. They could talk to you for a while. They could come and see you. They can come and show you good vibes. They can kick it with you every once in a while. Not everything is about money. Not everything is about tangible items. But if they can't even give you that, there's a problem. Come on now, that's free. So I'm telling you, you got to be very careful. Thank you, Junior. Vampires, right? Right? So, it's a lot to unpack with when you're thinking about these people who think because you're so giving, you're so gracious with your gifts, you're so gracious, how you move naturally, you're very giving. It's so crazy how many people are going to be quick to take from you and not so quick to help you elevate, right? When it's time, they don't want to help you elevate. They don't want to help you get up. They want to take your stuff to see you almost like, let me give you an example. There was like somebody who I helped, and of course I love this person very much. I helped them a few times, but I was starting to feel like something's not right. Something's not right. Like why are they? You ever wonder why they're asking you? You know they know a lot of people, right? You know they know a lot of people. You know they have a large group of people around them. They know a lot of people. You ever wonder why they always come to you? Why not anybody else? Why are they always asking you? And you think to yourself, like, I know they know people. I know they have a lot of people they could call. They always call you, and you're always the person that gives. That's the thing. You're always the person that gives. So they always come to you. They don't feel like they have to ask nobody else. They ask you because you're going to give it, because you're going to do it. And so it is a form of taking advantage of you. You understand? And I don't blame you, Rolane. I don't blame you. And believe you me, it's still kind of like a process here on my end, because I love to give to people. I love to help people. I love to see people rise up. I love to see people happy with a smile on their face. And if I could kind of add to that joy, I love to do it. But I have to stop myself when I see something turning wrong. When I see that it's just one way, this connection is one way, They never link up when just on a normal day to see how you're doing, see how life is going. They only contact you when they need something, right? You probably have a few people in your life who move like that with you. They will only contact you if they need something from you. All the other days, they don't know you. They don't talk to you. They don't have that bond with you. I find that to be odd. You see me? I cannot put myself in that position where I would contact somebody that I don't have a connection with, right? Don't have a connection with them, but I'm calling them to ask them for something because I think they're nice, or because they seem nice, or they give to everybody, because that's cringe to me. To me, that is cringe. I cannot bring myself to do it. My spirit doesn't allow me. It feels wrong. It feels just bad. Well, let me hit up so-and-so because I see how giving they are to everybody else. But I don't like this person like that, or I don't connect with them. I don't vibe with them like that. So why would I take something from them? Like I said in one of my videos, people don't play fair when it comes to you, because they'll see you like they know that they don't really rock with you like that, or they're very jealous of you. You understand? They know these feelings going into this with you, okay? They know. And they know that you're the one. They know that you'll do it, you'll give it. They know that you're very giving. They know that you have the heart. They don't have the heart. They don't even have the heart to do what you do. But they know that you've always had the heart. You've always had that spirit. And so they want to use you. Okay, so it's sad. They will pretend. Isn't that crazy? Leeches, right? Leeches, Marvin. Leeches, right? Can you imagine? I'm pretty sure we've watched those movies, right? What movie was it? I think it was the movie Anaconda, where there was like leeches in the water, or leeches on the characters, or something like that. It could have been any movie, really, but I think it was Anaconda. The first one, the second one of them, and they just couldn't get the leeches off of them or something. But that's how it really is with you. It's like you can't escape these users. You gotta really distance, you gotta do like the most to get away from these people. You know, like traditional means doesn't work like just staying away from them. These people find a way to aggravate you. They find a way to use you, okay? Just like those leeches. Those leeches, you know, it's very difficult to get these suckers off. So it's like, you might have to take drastic measures to rid yourself of the people that feel like because you're so kind, they can get whatever they want from you. No, no, no. Nope. You got to nip it in the bud. You have to nip it in the bud because you're the one that's potentially being used here. They're not going to stop. You know, you've got to stop it. You've got to put a firm pump the brakes and be like, listen, I don't know about that. I don't have that for you. They may go around town saying to people, oh, she was like this and that. Yeah, she thinks she's all that. She couldn't give me nothing, but I know she has something. They can run their mouths all they want. The bottom line is they owe you stuff. They don't like you like that. They're jealous of you. Why do they even want to take from somebody who they're jealous of? Once again, extremely odd. Extremely odd why anybody would want to take something from somebody they wish they could be like, or somebody that they feel envy towards. Why? Why do you want to interact with somebody who makes you feel so low about yourself? Right? So people always put you in very tough positions. Very tough positions. Right. I'm such a Canadian. How do you figure? I'm such a Canadian. How do you figure that? Yeah. So, and yes, I am Canadian, a proud Canadian, all right? I'm a proud Canadian. My country is not perfect, but I still love this country. And it's all I know. So yes, I am Canadian and I stand on that. Yeah. You hear the accent? It's so crazy. Like I go through life and I never thought I knew that everybody had an accent, but didn't really, when you're living there, you don't hear it. You don't hear it until other people hear it. They say, "Oh, are you from Canada?" Yes, I'm from Canada. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. Go Canada, go, right? And from wherever you guys are from, thank you guys so much for being here, all right? I really enjoy seeing all of you from all different types of places right here on the Mindset Elevator, leveling up, all right? It's all about going up. And when you go up, it's not going to be always easy. You're going to face trials and tribulations. You're going to face road blockages. You're going to face fake people, fake family, fake friends, fake coworkers, all types of fake people, all types of weird situations you're going to be like planted into, okay? So as you go up, you're going to have to come to realize that you got to do something about your state of affairs. You got to do something to get this elevator ride stable and positioned for you to go to the top, right? So trust and believe, a lot of people, when you go up your elevator, right, at every single stop you're helping somebody in any way that you can. You tend to help people. You could be doing charity work, all right? You could be lending a helping hand to your neighbor who is elderly and doesn't have nobody, okay? You probably do more than you should at your workplace sometimes. Maybe that may be your story. You may be giving towards your community overall. Maybe you volunteer at your children's school or something, where you're on the parent council or something like that. You do a lot of things to give back to the community. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to put stress on your plate because of it. It's like your kindness is working against you. It's very unfortunate that it happens like this, right? Very unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Right. And when you're the type of person, right, that would bend over backwards for anybody, like you really don't think twice sometimes. But this live is to alert you to maybe think twice sometimes. Don't get paranoid. Still do what you do, still be kind and everything. However, if you feel like this may be your situation right now, where people are taking your kindness for weakness and are very inclined to use you these days, please be very mindful and think twice of whether or not this connection is equal or if it's a one-sided union. You don't want to be in a one-sided union and giving freely when these people don't give nothing back to you, not even respect, which is free. All right. But sometimes I'm thinking respect comes at a cost. You understand? I'm starting to think that like respect is free, but it seems like it comes at a cost. Because it's like people don't even want to give you that. Like you got people really flustered. They don't want to like you. They don't want to be forced to like you or look your way with respect. But they want to use you though. That doesn't make sense. Mm-mm. It doesn't make sense why people want to use somebody they don't like. Why? It boggles my mind. It really does. Everyone getting cut off, everybody locked off, right? But wait a minute. That may be the course of action you may want to take, but it may not be the wisest thing if it's not if it's not your story. I mean, if a lot of people are moving where with you, you know what to do for your situation, right? But what I'm bringing to light here is that you really cannot treat every single person the same way. I consider myself to be a pretty non-judgmental person. I love people from all walks of life. You could be from anywhere. I don't see that stuff. I don't see that. I don't see race. I don't see that stuff. I love people from all walks of life. Like I could bond with anybody really, right? Because that's my nature. That's how I always was. Even me and my sister were recently talking about that. We're talking about how we grew up around all types of people from all, from all parts of all different countries. And so we actually appreciate those experiences that we had growing up. All right. Learning about the Filipino culture, learning about the Afghanistan culture. I'm telling you, from the Sri Lankan culture, okay? Somalian culture. We grew up around a lot of different people. And so we were exposed to a lot of different experiences. And we're so grateful for that. We're so thankful that we were born and raised in a multicultural city as well. And people just learn to get along and to just be a part of a community, be a part of something bigger than them. But even then, growing up, we knew like you can't be nice to everybody. A lot of people are angry inside. A lot of people are not happy inside. A lot of people, they feel like, you're, like I said, you're a means to an end, and that's not fair. You should not be treated as a means to an end. You should be treated as an equal. You don't mind giving in a situation where you know there's nothing you're going to get in return. But the problem that starts happening here is the people that are closest to you think for whatever reason they could take from you, talk your name into the ground tomorrow, act like you're a nobody, diss you in the background, and then come back after that and say, can I have some more? I need more. I need to replenish, Who does that? Your people will do it to you. All right. And I got a Wayfair. Wayfair will not leave me alone with these notifications, man. It's like if they really want me to buy a couch or something. I don't know. Yep. Mm-hmm. No, you're right. Miserable people are not your responsibility, but trust and believe they're going to make you feel like you should take care of them, that you should give to them, and that you should give to them endlessly. I've had to cut people off, cut them off my blessing. Like, why am I giving to you? What have you done for me? You're my people, okay? I don't mind giving to people out there. I love all people. The problem that starts happening is the people who know you the most and who've known you the longest, they know your history, they know everything about you. These people think they could be any type of way with you, right? Then today they want to say, oh, you're this, you're that, right? On Monday. Tuesday, they want to use you, call you for something. Then Wednesday, they want to say that, oh, you're a nobody. You don't have nothing to offer. And then the following day, they want to come back for a refill. Not that's grimy to me. I don't get how people can move like that, but people will do it with you, okay? They will do it with you. Mm-hmm. If you allow them, right? Oh, they could draw you back in, especially those narcissists. Watch out. Watch out. These narcissists will do that too. They will just do anything they can to get you back, right? So people use different tactics here. Yes, everybody reading this will prosper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. You ignore people and you let it fly, right? You let it fly. I see you in my comments all the time. And you always keep me laughing because it's like you stand your ground here. You're not putting up with nobody's crap. And good for you. That's good because you don't want these people to get to you. They will go for your head always. They will try to mess with you mentally, right? They will try to mess with you mentally and take things from you physically. So you have to be mindful how to move with these people and understand that you are not a bank, you are not a hotel. These people have to respect you. If they want to bunk up with you, they got to pay something towards that. If they want you to help them, they got to be able to help you in some way. It's called a barter. It doesn't have to be all monetary. Can these people hear you? Can these people listen to you once in a while? Can they call you once in a while, see how you're doing? I mean, if the connection is good, right? If you think the connection is good, don't expect a phone call from people you don't talk to or whatever. That's not what I mean. It's the people that you really give to. And you realize these same people you give to never give nothing back. There's an issue here and it needs to be nipped in the bud, right? right? Looking for a handout, right? Looking for a handout from you, never from anybody else. They got a whole bunch of people, they get a whole smorgasbord of people they could ask from. They ask you, they want you to do it. They want you to replenish them, right? At the same time, they want to be able to have bragging rights. They want to use you for clout. And then they want to be able to diss you in the background and make it seem like you've done nothing for them. I'm telling you, take it from me, because I was the naive one. And sometimes I continue to be naive in certain situations where the wool is being pulled over my eyes and people are using trickery and deception. They're trying to pull the wool over my eyes in a situation because they know that I'm naturally just kind, naturally just giving. Oh, yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's do it. And there's not really a second thought on my end. But now I'm moving a lot different and being a lot more vigilant and not just letting people say whatever. I actually listen to what they say, be like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I could do that for you. No, I don't know if they actually can come, and I make proper decisions. I don't just say yeah, because sometimes when you say yeah, they feel like, you are indebted to them. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mercy, your energy is so cool. I bet you're a cool person. I bet all of you guys are cool people in your own way. You do a lot of things and you have a lot of flair. No matter what it is, no matter what industry, no matter where you come from, whatever country, territory, state, I'm pretty sure that you're the cool one in the group. I'm pretty sure you're the cool one. I'm pretty sure you're the looker. Okay, you are the looker. You're the person that a lot of people are watching, and a lot of people see that you're quite gracious. Okay, so I just want you guys to all protect yourself and protect your assets, and understand that a lot of people are going to try to use you because they know you got it like that. That's all it takes. All right. You think that you're walking in a room, you're being kind, you're giving everybody little gifts, little trinkets, right? You think that you're just showing who you are, right? And everybody's going to love you and respect you because that's your nature, right? Wrong. People sometimes will just observe how nice you are. You're so kind. You are so giving. You are so abundant. You don't really think, like, you don't think before you do it. You just help. You just give. And a lot of people in that dynamic there may be watching and be like, what can I get from her? What can I get from him? Let me try something here. They will try you. They will pretend to like you. They will pretend to rock with you just so that they can get whatever it is they want replenished here, okay? They want you to replenish them. They want you to be the person that, helps them to get everything back in order, but they don't want to respect you though. But they don't want to owe you back though, because they feel like you have a lot already. What's the point? So people are moving very weird with you sometimes. It's up to you to nip it in the bud and to really consider how far you want to go with catering to certain individuals, right? Mm-hmm. And understand that you owe nobody nothing. Unless you have children like I do, unless you have, a family that you're catering to, unless you have certain responsibilities that is your responsibility, then of course that's natural. You will cater to these people or these situations, right? But really be mindful of the outside stuff, of the people who call you only when they need something from you. Once again, I think it's incredibly cringe to call somebody who I don't like. From my perspective, to call somebody I don't like, don't know, don't really talk to, be like, can I have a 20? Can I have a 30? Can I have something? Can I stay at your place? We don't have a connection for me to even think it's appropriate to ask you. It's not appropriate, but people will not, they will throw all the norms out the window. When it comes to you, they expect you to give in to them. They expect you to give in to them anytime they ask, right? I've been there in these situations, been very nice to people, very kind to people, all right? Very, very nice. And when I say people, it's people who I know and who know me, all right? Very nice to people. You do a lot, you say a lot. Your high vibrations, understand that just your high vibes is giving a lot. I can go around people and just not talk, not say nothing. And it will be very strange because that is not my nature. I like to be social. I like to talk to a lot of different people. I like to be around a lot. I like to meet people, okay? But at the same time, if the vibe is off or if I'm amongst people that I don't really like or vibe with, quiet as a mouse. Like you won't hear from me, which is extremely unusual and it's abnormal behavior for me. So sometimes even being stingy with your energy is important here. All right. Because a lot of people, they may know you're not going to give them nothing tangible. You're not going to let them stay at your place. You're not going to give them nothing. But when it comes to the point where you're not going to give your energy, that is going to leave quite the imprint here. It's going to leave an imprint because people know how you really are. And when they see how you're moving now, it's going to be very clear that there's a shift and you're moving different with these specific people, right? So, they drain the social faucet. Right, right. So think about that, right? Think about that. It's like I don't want any of you guys to be played with. You know, if that's happening right now, I encourage all of you guys to nip it in the bud. Still be giving, still be charitable if that is truly your nature, right? Or if you feel like you want to give now, you want to be giving, you go and do that. Please do it. It's great to do. It's great to give back. But don't be used. All right? Don't put yourself in the position where you're being used, okay? You're very gifted as well. You're very gifted. And a lot of people will use your gifts against you, right? They will use you for clout. They will use your gifts against you. And so, especially when you're dealing with narcissists and stuff like that, these people will not let you go. I mean, like, it's only when they feel like you really have nothing to give or they can't control you, these people will move different. But even these people, you know, they see that you're very kind. They see that you're very nice and you're very forgiving, okay? Forgiving is something that a lot of people have a hard time doing because when people do you wrong over and over and over again, it's very difficult to keep up with how many times you've forgiven them. It doesn't feel equal. Once again, it doesn't feel equal. It doesn't feel fair, right? So, right, tax breaks. Right. Yeah, so just mind yourselves out there. Mind yourselves out there for sure. Because I'm telling you, people will use you, okay? People will play games with you. They will play games. They will do trickery with you. Why? Once again, they almost feel like your kindness stunts or interferes with your intelligence. It's very strange, but I feel like that's what they think. Like they feel like somehow because you're nice, this is gonna mean that you're ditzy or you just don't know what's going on around you. You're not aware, which is false. Which is false. Okay, it's false. You are not ditzy. You are very aware. So aware it scares them. Okay, they get scared after a while. But in the moment of them trying to do something, trying to get something from you, it's almost like they feel like your intelligence is blocked by your nice nature because they think it makes you ditzy, or they think that it makes you unaware or less inclined to figure them out. And it's extremely bizarre and it's degrading, even. It's degrading for people to move that way with you because they think you don't have a brain or you wouldn't have the sense to know that they are using you. Sometimes, I'm telling you, take it from me, I've been duped by many people. I have been used by many different people. People who would take and never give and never respect and would just talk my name into the ground tomorrow. It's happened to me. I don't want it to happen to you. It's not a good feeling when you got to cut people off because they don't respect you. It's not kind. It doesn't feel good to do it, but you got to do it sometimes, or your brain is, your mindset's going to be compromised. You don't want your mind to be compromised, right? You want your mind to be clutter free. These drama, this chaos stuff, this drama stuff will clutter your mind. So you got to make a way for where that does not take place, you know? Right. Mm-hmm. Right. It will. It will. It will clutter your mind and it will make you take slower, more staggered steps. You know, when you just stop and cater to every single person, these people will play mind games with you. They will play mind games. Okay. They will play mind games because they think you're none the wiser because you are so kind, right? Which is idiotic if you really think about it. Doesn't make sense why they think your intelligence would be out the window because you're giving to somebody or you're helping somebody. It doesn't make sense, but that's their logic. That's how they see things. Yep. Well, here right now on this live, we're talking about the fact that you cannot be too nice to everybody. You cannot. You cannot be too nice to everybody. You cannot be too giving to, you cannot treat every single person in your life the same way, especially when you catch a clue or multiple clues that they are using you, right? So to everybody in the live right now, I really appreciate all of you guys being here. And please take it from me as someone who used to be a pushover and who's still breaking those walls down as well. It's not fully gone. It's not fully, done with. It was many years of me being fooled and tricked by people closest to me. Okay. And so there, part of me, it was almost like I was being pulled in separate directions. On one end, I love these people. I want to help these people. I don't want to see these people in a bad situation. But on the other end, I know I'm being used. I know I'm being tricked. I know they're just using me. I know they really don't like me. And so you have to break free from those confines here, okay? Don't let yourself be pulled in every which direction when these people are playing games with you. You stop that. You stop that. You nip that in the bud. You don't let nobody play with you. You don't let anybody use you, okay? Don't let anybody use you because it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel right. And you're not going to really want to address it as well. But sometimes you got to address it. Certain situations are so bad that you got to address it because you're really in a severe state of lack because of this situation. In other cases, probably in most cases, all you got to do is cut your blessings off. Do not give so freely to these people who don't care about you like that or who wouldn't do the same for you. If you don't know, if they would never, if you look at their number in your phone and you know if you called them in a pickle and they wouldn't answer and they wouldn't help you, I think it's fair to say this is a one-sided union, and it's a union that is based off of what you can do for these individuals. And that's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody. It's just not fair to anybody. No one should be playing with you like this. Nobody should be doing you like this, okay? You know? Right. Vampires. Right. Yep, they take your kindness for weakness, and they continue to do this. And they will continue. It will never end until you end it, until you stop it. Then it will come to a close, okay? Then it will stop. You know? Being too nice makes you look too weak. That's 100%. And I can't tell you how many times I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, why did I do all that? Why did I do that? Why did I give them that? Why? I know she looks at me funny any chance she gets. So why was I so nice to her? Why did I give to her? Why did I make that? Why did I do so much for them? But please understand something here. This is your nature. This is your nature. You can't just turn off who you are. You can't just put an end and block out your true nature. It's going to show. It's going to show. You got to be who you are, but you can move differently and you can move accordingly to who you really want to be, in cahoots with here. who you really want to be connected to here, okay? Because not everybody is going to, like what I had to do in my situation when people were using me, but I heard that they're talking crap. I heard that they're moving funny. What I would do, right? I just don't talk to them no more, for real. I just don't talk to them. There's nothing that really needs to be said. No words exchanged. It's just cut off cold turkey, because I know what you do. I know what you're up to. I know what you've done, but it's not going to happen anymore. So you get very empowered by taking your power back. You ever feel empowered because you took your power back? And you see the look on their faces when they feel like, when they know they can't mess with you anymore. That is very satisfying to me. Nobody's going to play with me and get away with it. People are going to really feel my absence here. And I like that. And I enjoy it. You know why? Because they enjoyed taking advantage of somebody that they knew was kind. And now it's not working in their favor because they got locked off. And sometimes you got to be cutthroat like that. You got to be cutthroat like that for real. The reason why is because if you're not, they will feel like that is a direct invitation for them to continue the misuse of you, okay? So you got to nip it in the bud, and you got to move different with these people. You gotta. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, spiritual genius, how are you doing? Very satisfying. Hey, Lamont, how are you? Nice to see you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, you can't be nice to everybody. You can't be nice to everybody, guys. That's what the premise of this live is here. You cannot be, you can be nice, but be choosy. Be a little choosy here, okay? Be a little choosy. Yeah, they hate boundaries, don't they, Lamont? They hate boundaries because that directly affects their control over you. All right. So, Lamont, if you have people right now who are troubling your spirit and they are trying to act like you're doing too much, they're having some sort of like direct, what's the word? They're having some kind of problem. That's not the word I wanted to say, but rock with me here. They're having an issue with your boundaries that you've now set up. Keep the boundaries up if you feel like it's vital here in your connections, okay? Because the thing that people love is control. And control equals, it adds to people's egos, okay? It really soothes people. Once you take away that control through boundaries, oh, people are going to be up in arms with you. They're going to be fighting with you. They're going to be talking all types of smack about you because they feel like you're being Mr. Goody Two Shoes or Miss Goody Two Shoes, okay? Oh, who does she think she is cutting me off? Who does he think he is, oh, not given to me anymore? But nobody asks them, who do you think you are using such a nice person like that? Who do you think you are thinking you could just get whatever you want from them without any repercussions, and you try to disrespect them in the background? Who do you think you are? They never get their justice. Like, they never get told off. All right. People let them move how they want to move. You're the different one because you put the boundaries in. You got to put boundaries in when people use you. They will feel powerless because they have no access, or their access is restricted. You know what I mean? But stay on your boundaries here. I had to put firm boundaries with people who were playing with me, just completely playing games. They thought I didn't know, but I had a clue. I knew they were playing games with me. Cold turkey, cut off, don't see you, don't care. And so, in my opinion, that empowered me because I didn't have to feel weird around them. They're just out of sight, out of mind. They could be here, but they're out of my, I'm not catering to them. I'm not giving them the power, you know? Some people will use your energy against you. They will attempt to do this. They will think because you're so nice. Once again, the whole premise of this, you're so kind, you're so giving, you're walking in the room, you're very bubbly, you look good, you smell good, you're feeling right, okay? You're enlightening the room. You're uplifting the space. You're cheering people on. You're giving gifts out to every person, personalized. You do the most. You continue to enrich everybody in that room. Unfortunately, a small bunch in this room are going to look at you and they're going to use you because they feel like they can, because they see all this good stuff coming from you. They will try to use your positive energy against you for their own selfish gain. So you can't let this happen. You cannot let this happen. You got to nip it in the bud so you can be set free from these restraints, from being uncomfortable around these people. And don't go around people who use you. Please don't do that. You have options. You don't have to be around these people like that, and you do not have to give to them like that. You have discernment. No power, right? Yep. They feed off your lack of boundaries or access. 100%. 100%. Yeah. And thank you guys all so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. And the engagement is extremely elevating. I really love it. I love the vibes. I love the energy. All of you guys are loved on the Mindset Elevator and outside of this channel, in your own lives, in your own world. You are heavily blessed. You are heavily blessed, heavily protected. And unfortunately, you're going to need all the protection you need from people who come around and they think because you're very kind, very nice, they could do anything they want. Don't let them do it. Don't let them play with you, okay? You're too mighty for that. You're doing too many good things to have this take place, especially on a regular basis. Nip it in the bud. It's not worth it. It's not helping you elevate. It's not helping you elevate. They don't care to see you elevate. Right? A lot of them take from you. They don't care to see you at the top, and they will do nothing to help you get to the top. So be very mindful of who you give to. All right? I feel you. And you know, what a shame that is, especially if you consider yourself a social butterfly. What a shame that you really cannot just be yourself or be amongst a lot of people. Maybe you used to be like that, where you love to be around a lot of people. You love to kick it, love to party, love to have a good time. And now you appreciate your solitude more than you appreciate the crowds. Sometimes I get a little anxious around being around too many people. I got to make sure the vibe is right. The vibe is good. Okay. If it's not going to be good, if I sense it's not going to be good, I'm not going to be there. I just remove myself from the situation and I move on. Okay? I move on. Right. Yeah. Right. I like my solitude as well. I like staying, I like being to myself. I like to be around people, but the vibe's got to be right. It's like I scan the vibe. I really have to like see if it's worth my time. Is it going to make me uncomfortable? Am I going to be in regret? And if I feel like yes, yes, yes to all those answers, I'm not going. I'm not being involved. Count me out. I don't care. I don't care who's going to be there, what's going to be there, who's cooking, what's being cooked. I don't care about that. Who's paying? Oh, we'll pay for you to come. We'll pay for you to be there. I don't care if the vibes are off. I don't care if people are there who are going to use me, who have spoken ill of me. There's been people trying to get me to come around and they know they've done dirty to me. Why do you want me around and you know all the dirt you've done? Why do you want me around when you know that you don't like me and I don't like you? But I'm telling you, your energy is addicting. Addicting, okay? Your energy is addicting. So I say no, I pass. I pass. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Right. So, you know, as gracious as you are and as energetic as you are and how abundant you are, yes, you're going to feel very compelled to help everybody around you. And helping, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being of service, helping others, helping those in need. But be very mindful of two things here. One, people using you, and two, people trying to get you to come around. Like, people will do certain things. Narcissists love to do this. They'll like try to get you back. And I know it's called hoovering. They'll try to get you back by saying the right things, giving you nice things. Once again, they're trying to use your niceness. Understand that these people know you're very forgiving, right? So they'll use your forgiving nature, your natural tendencies against you so that you can come around and be set up to be totally mishandled. You understand? So don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, really? Thank you. Yep. When you vibe high, people feel that. And when you vibe high, people think they can use you. Okay? But don't let it happen. Do not let it happen, okay? Don't let it happen. It's not worth it. Continue to do the best that you can in life. I'm probably going to wrap this live up very, very soon, probably in 4 minutes or so. I don't want to stay on here too long. But I do want to say that it can be very easy to fall into the trap of helping everybody, being the good Samaritan for everybody. But once again, the world that we're living in these days, man, you got to protect your peace. You have to protect your peace. My life has become more peaceful ever since I stopped messing with certain people. When I stopped going around certain people, it's almost like I could breathe again. I could sleep better now. I don't have that anxiety creeping up. And anxiety can be like chronic, every day, every time type of thing. But it can also be brought about when when you're around certain people, or you're in a certain situation. It's like you get those feelings in your gut that it's not right. You don't feel like it's fair. You don't feel like it's good vibes. I could sense that now. I stay away. I stay away from bad vibes. I stay away from bad vibes. Yep. Exactly, Rolane. I stay away from bad vibes. I can't talk to a lot of people. I'm the type of person who would just say anything. Just say, oh, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I used to be this person who was very free, very, very, what's the word? Very giving with my information as well. You know what I mean? Like, just being too gracious with people who didn't care about me like that, or who didn't respect me like that. I would just give a lot of energy, get a lot of information to people who didn't really need to know what I was dealing with, you know? So that was my mistake that I continued to make for many years, and still even recently. I'm still hacking at that. I'm not perfect. I'm still hacking at these old ways, these archaic ways about myself. And it's not easy. It's not always easy, you know? Hmm. Yeah, soul tribe, right? Right. Always go up. No matter what's happening in life, always remember to go up, to look up. Even if you can't go up, look up. You know where you want to go. At least look in that direction. Let it be the motivation. Let it be the driving force for you to continue on your journey here, okay? Don't let anybody stop you, and don't let anybody deplete you. Keep on your path. When you stay on your path, nothing's impossible. You're going to achieve anything you want to achieve, anything. Okay? Anything. Mhm. And you know something too? My parting words here. The people who thought, the people who really thought that they were going to use you and get away with it because you're so kind, they either already have, or they're probably going to see another side to you that they could have never saw coming. trust and believe that is the reception I received from people who I cut off because they thought that they were tricking me, and there are no tricks with me. You know what I mean? People will see the difference in your behavior in regards to them. People will feel the shift and the energy pulled back when you decide to take the reins back. You are the person who's in charge of your life and in charge of the direction that you want to go in. You get to decide who you want to be around, who and what you want to entertain here. Okay, if you don't want to entertain these wayward people who continue to use you because they think that you are ditzy and you don't have the mind to catch on, you don't want to be around these sort of people. You don't want to entertain these people. Okay, so the people who thought it was clever to use you because you're so kind are going to see a side that they never really expected. They're going to see you still giving, still nice, but then just not to them. And they're going to feel left out, right? But they should have thought about what would happen here. What was going to be the end game here, the end result? What were they thinking? You were just never going to catch on? Always move in the direction that you feel like you got to move. Always do the things that you feel like is right for the situation, okay? Don't let nobody play with you. Keep being nice, keep being giving, keep being loving, all right? Keep doing what you do, but be choosy though. Be choosy, because not everybody deserves to have your blessings, access to your blessings. You are all heavily blessed. You guys are all elevating at your own rate, at your own speed, at your own time. There is no competition. There is no race. Everybody's on their own individual path. Don't let nobody take you off your path. Don't let anybody take you off your game, okay? You were meant for big things in this lifetime. It's only natural. It's only natural that some people are not going to be having good intentions. We want to believe that everybody loves us, right? Everybody cares about us. Everybody wishes the best for us. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's not always like this. Not everybody has your energy. Not everybody has the wishes, has that desire to be good, to be great. Not everybody has that vibe attached to them like you do. Okay, so we got to stop looking for ourselves. We got to stop looking for ourselves in other people, okay? We got to just be who we are, do what we do, and continue to be open to a lot of possibilities, but understand not everybody's going to be there for you. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to respect you. Some people are going to even use you because you're too darn kind. But keep being kind. Keep being good. Keep being gracious. Keep being hospitable if these are your tendencies. Don't change. This live was not to say if you're kind, be mean now. Just be ruthless to everybody. Absolutely not. Be choosy though. Be choosy with who you really want to cater to and who you just feel like, you know what, these people have, this connection has dried up. Okay, this connection has dried up here, okay? Hey, use discernment. Exactly, Lamont, use discernment. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight on this Friday night. I hope you guys have enjoyed your week. I know that I have enjoyed my week, and I'm encouraging all of you this week. It's a long weekend here. It's a long weekend here in Canada because we got Family Day on Monday. So we kind of have a long weekend here, so I'm really happy about that. But whatever you're doing this weekend, take a minute to really think about what is it that you want to do or what you want to see happen for this week coming up. Because nowadays, more than ever before, plans are good. Plans are good to have. Don't let anybody think and trick you into thinking that, you know, just going through life without no goals or without no plans is fine. Sometimes there will be no goal, no plan, but I'm telling you, it makes you feel really good to start planning things and start getting things into alignment for you for the next week, for the next month, right? Think about what you want to do this weekend and this week coming up, and just understand that it's limitless for you. You can go anywhere, but just make sure wherever you're going up, right, is the preferred direction here. Okay, going up is the preferred direction, you know? So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this live pertaining to the fact that you can't be nice to everybody, but still show who you are and still be the person you are. All right. Just use discernment here because you have plenty of it. You have plenty of it. Okay, guys? Plenty. Okay. Imagine when you discover your discernment. You probably thought you had superpowers, right? It really is kind of like a superpower when you could see things for how they are. You could feel things. Woo, it gets a little crazy, right? So on the mindset elevator, you got a home with me. You guys can let me know how you guys are feeling. I'm going to stay active on the community posts, on Twitter, on Instagram, sometimes on Facebook. Let me know how you guys are feeling. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy your weekend. So, yeah, definitely like superpowers, right? So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and end this live. Blessings to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Take care. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye.